And now, around the world and around the corner, it's the David Bowers Awards, bringing the best in indie music to millions of listeners worldwide with your host, the David Bowers. We've got a fantastic lineup of guests, as well as our engineer extraordinaire, Nick the Geek, our entire crew here at the Asylum, and me. I'm John Bon Jovial. And now, here's the voice of indie music, the David Bowers.
Thank you very much, legendary John Bon Jovial, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard for another hour of music and talk with the artists who make it, because that's what it's all about. Music and the artists make it happen. Like this guy from Glasgow. His name just scrolled away from me on the board. What happened to it?
Are you talking about Mr. Cinnamon?
Gerry Cinnamon, okay?
There you go.
Gerry Cinnamon, and he's got a thing called Dark Days, and this is what it sounds like.
The weather wasn't great. I was a black cloud floating. You were a moonbeam in the sky. Longing for the day I threw myself into your light, unthreatened by the night. Nothing stays the same, but still the world is turning. At least some things never change. If life is just a game and luck is for losers, then I'm winning again. Dark days, these are dark days, but I heard that there's an easier way. These are the best days that you're ever gonna have. But I got sun rays, 'cause I know that there's an easier way to love. These are the best days that you're ever gonna have. Dark days, but I heard that there's an easier way. These are the best days that you're ever gonna have. Dark days, but I got sun rays, 'cause I know that there's an easier way to love. These are the best days that you're ever gonna have. The best days that you're ever gonna have. The best days, the best days.
There you go. Gerry Cinnamon, better known, that's his better known name. His real name is Gerard Crosby, and I guess maybe he thought that, Crosby isn't really a cool name for a singer, right? What do I know? Professionally known though as
the Bing thing. You know how that goes.
Bing thing. He's a Scottish singer and songwriter and acoustic guitarist, as you may have guessed from that great little tune he did. He sings, of course, in the local accent, Glaswegian, which is of people who are from Glasgow, and uses what has been described as a brutally honest type of lyric. He's They're talking about him possibly being the next folk hero from over across the pond, ready to pop on the scene. And I guess that's a possibility, but can he really follow the likes of Oasis and Arctic Monkeys and making the leap from a grassroots phenomenon there, anyway, to national and international prominence? It's going to be interesting to follow and see what happens with Gerry Cinnamon. Right now, it's going to be interesting to hear what's happening with John Bon Jovial. How you doing this week, John?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Dave. It's been an interesting week. I want to just make a quick comment on Gerry Cinnamon. A nice song, I like it, but, he kind of reminds me of our friend Jerry Hull a little bit, and some of his harmonies and the way he designed the chorus line on that song. Jerry's been a good friend of ours, done some good things, and so it can't be all that bad, can it?
No, I agree with you. And, yeah, I do see where you could draw some similarities. But then, of course, they're both from the same island group over there. So there's bound to be some
similarities
relationship
there.
there.
Relationship, exactly.
Yeah, that's the word I couldn't find. First, I can't find my cue cards, and then I can't find a word. This is going to be a long hour. I can see that already. But you're right. I think that Gerry Cinnamon is, in fact, one to watch. It's very listenable, and his songs are the type of songs that you really want to listen to a couple of times because you're not going to catch all the lyrics the first time through.
And I liked his style on the guitar as well. I mean, he did a nice job with that. Yeah. But as far as what's going on here in this neck of the woods, we had our one day of fall yesterday. I think the high temperature got up to 81. And so now fall is over and summer's come back again. We had a high of, I think, 92 today. So, it's November. And, of course, November, you're, right in the middle of summertime. So, I suppose we should have been grateful for the one day of crisp day of fall that we had here in Southwest Florida.
What happens? What I want to know is what happens in December, say, around Christmas? Do you get only the people with white license plates?
Exactly. Yes. But, we're equal opportunity license plates here. So, non-white license plates are also invited to come down and partake of our weather here.
Well, that's good to know. I'm sure the visitors who come down and support you during the winter will be glad to know that they are indeed welcome in the sunny
bless
state
their pointed
of
little
Florida.
heads, they do feed the coffers, indeed.
That's a fact. Isn't that the truth?
Yes,
Listen, you're right here on the David Bowers Awards, where every show is an award show, which, of course, makes each of our guests award winners automatically just by being here. And we want to thank our first award winners from way back when we started this show almost 7 years ago, the group out of Texas who called themselves Titty Bingo and provide our theme music. They're our house band and have been since the start. And you can check them out online at tittybingo.com. Their website is currently under revamping. It's not complete yet, but it is up and working, and you can go in and check it out. It's a really uniquely interactive site and becoming even more so. So you can check it out now and then come back later to see the changes they've made. And anytime you can go in and check out their good old down-home rock and roll. Titty Bingo, it's always time to play tittybingo.com. One of the features of this show is that you, as well as our guests, help us pick award winners. We don't have any nominations or naming panels or phony voting, just simple awards. Somebody does or says something really good or really stupid, music-related, and they are qualified for an award. Simple as that. So if you've got someone or some group you think deserves an award for whatever reason, drop us a line. Email is david@TheDavidBowers.com. Put award in the subject line and tell us who they are, a little bit about them, and why you think they're deserving of an award right here on the David Bowers Awards. And that brings us pretty much to our first award, which we will get to right after we salute our friends up in Rochester, New York, including Mary Perry, accredited disability representative, who underwrites the David Bowers Awards on WRFZ FM 106.3, better known as Rochester Free Radio. We salute you, Mary Perry, and thank you for your support and for, just for liking the show. And also a reminder, check out Jeff Moulton's Oldies, Jeff Moulton's ABC Oldies. It's on Rochester Free Radio, Saturday evenings at 8 o'clock Eastern Time, and we are now on Standard Time, so we'll emphasize that is 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Jeff Moulton's ABC Oldies. And our first award is going to go to someone who was represented here on the show last week, and I'll explain why as we go along here. Our first award goes to Kicking Eagle. Kicking Eagle is a Native American songwriter, author, philosopher, global motivational speaker, and writer of Christmas in July for April, which the Smith Sisters Bluegrass did on our show last week. We previewed the song, and it's a very touching Christmas type of song, Christmas meaning song, not your usual Christmas music or Christmas carol. And if you heard it, I'm sure you were touched. If you have not heard it, you should go out of your way to hear Christmas in July for April by Smith Sisters Bluegrass. And we salute Kicking Eagle for having written such a poignant and heartfelt song. He's written for many artists, many hits over the years, and we are happy to announce that he will be joining us on the David Bowers Awards later in December. As a matter of fact, our last show before our Christmas show in mid-December, he will be on along with Smith Sisters, and we're going to talk about the song, the meaning, where it came from, the story behind it, and also get to know Kicking Eagle at the same time. I know you won't want to miss that, and we might possibly have a surprise for you, and I can't tell you more about it yet because it's not a sure thing, but there's a very good possibility that we will have a surprise song release for that show. So be sure and check it out coming up in mid-December when we have Kicking Eagle and Smith Sisters Bluegrass on the show, and that's going to be a really enjoyable time. Right now, an enjoyable time to get started with our music for this week. Our first guest comes to us from the United Kingdom, from over across the pond. As a matter of fact, this is a totally international show. We just had Gerry Cinnamon from Glasgow, Scotland, and we have coming up in just a little bit, we'll have Calle Ameln, who is from Sweden. But right now, first, ladies first, of course, we have a guest from the UK by the name of Debbie Nunn, who is a really interesting pop country star, and I think you're going to enjoy her music. We may even be hearing more of her here in the States after people get a load of some of her music, like this track we're going to play right now, Live the Dream. Here's Debbie Nunn.
Girl, my mama said to me, you wanna be a shining star, then follow your dreams. Drive every highway, be who you wanna be. Never be negative, think positivity. Baby girl, don't you sit there so blue. My angel face, this is what you should do. If you wanna